correlation, regression, correlation, regression, multiple correlation, partial correlation, and regression. Uh, Let us take one small example to get the idea about this topic. Suppose we have information regarding few students, regarding height and weight of few students, height and weights of few students. Now, if there is a question, if the height of one student is known, but weight of that student is unknown, and if you want to find out that thing, what to do? Any of you? Can anyone know the answer? If you want to find out value of one variable for the given value of another variable, then what to do?
No idea, sir.
Okay, we have to use regression. If you want to find out the value of y for the value of x, number of methods are available. One of the method is regression. If you are if you want to find out value of y for the given value of x by using regression, then you have to use regression line of x on y. Regression line of x on y. Do you know the form of regression line of y on x or x on y? Y on x or x on y. If you know the value of y and if you want to estimate the value of x, then you have to use regression line of x on y. Okay, now tell me, what is the form of regression line of y on x? Y equal to a plus bx, and here x equal to a plus by. Here b is also denoted by byx. Do you know how to calculate this?
Yes, sir.
How to calculate? What is the formula?
N sigma xy minus sigma into sigma y upon n sigma x square minus sigma x whole square.
Whole square. Perfect. Perfect. There are number of formulas to calculate byx, and one of the formula is this. Do you know what is R?
Regression.
No.
Correlation.
Correlation. Correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient. So R is correlation coefficient. So the answer by using this method, regression, is valid only if there is a high degree of relation between these two variables. If there is a high degree of relation between these two variables, then whatever the answer we obtain through this regression line is considered as the proper answer or accurate answer. Now, if there are more than two variables, let us say three variables, let us assume demand of the product, that is one information, price, that is another information, and let us assume quality, or you can say that the cost of advertisement, cost of advertisement, that is another variable, and we have information regarding few products. Product 1, price is this, cost of advertisement of that particular product is this, and in that case demand is this. In that way we have information like this. Now if you want to estimate the value of demand, value of price and So let us consider this is x, this is y, this is z. And if we want to find out the value of x on the basis of other two variables, then we have to use regression line of x on y and z. Regression line of x on y and z. But now onwards, instead of taking x, y, z symbol, we will use symbol x1, x2, x3 like that. So here we have to use regression line of x1 on x2 and x3. So same like regression line of x on y. Regression line of x on y is what? X equal to a plus by. So if it is regression line of x on y and z, then here we have to write cz. So x equal to a plus by plus cz, that is the form of regression line of x on y and z. But instead of x, y and z, if we write x1, x2 and x3, then our regression line becomes x1 equal to a plus b x2 plus c x3. So this is known as multiple regression. It is known as multiple regression. Why it is known as multiple regression? Because there are three variables here. So if number of variables are greater than 2, then we have to use the concept of multiple regression. It may be 4, 5, anything. But if it is more than 2, then it is not simple regression. It is known as the multiple regression. But according to our syllabus, we have to study the regression line for 3 variables only. Multiple regression for 3 variables only. See, up to 12th standard, we have to study regression variables only. There are 3 variables. So that is the additional thing compared to your 12th standard. Here we have to use multiple regression because there are 3 variables. Okay. So now our formula for regression line of x1 on x2 and x3 is like this: x1 equal to a plus b x2 plus c x3. But instead of using notation C, you can use notation a plus b x2 plus b x3. Now same notation b you cannot repeat in a same equation. So here you have to write b like b. See here in regression line of y on x, it is b yx or bxy. So the symbol, we know that it is a regression coefficient of y on x regression line. This is the regression coefficient of x on y regression line. So here same way we have to use the symbol. Instead of b, you can write b 1.23. So what is b 1.23? It is the regression coefficient of regression line x1 on x2 and x3. So instead of using b, you can use b 1.23. So don't use b, use b 1.23. And what symbol we have to write here? B 1. Not 23. I'm sorry. It is b 12.3. I'm sorry. It is b 12.3. So it is a regression coefficient of regression line x1 on x2 and x3, but the symbol is b 12.3 and here the symbol is b 13.2. And this b 12.3, it is known as the partial regression coefficient. Partial regression coefficient. So here, now once again listen. If there is a regression line of, listen carefully, x on y or y on x, so it's like this: x equal to a plus by. Here y equal to a plus bx. That we know very well. Here b is nothing but bxy. Here b is nothing but byx. And there is a formula for bxy and byx. But this is for two variables. Now if there are three variables, then instead of xy, you have to write x1 on x2 and x3. That is first one. Second one, x2 on x1 and x3. That is second regression. Like x on y, y on x. Here x on x2 and x3. x1 on x2 and x3. x2 on x1 and x3. And x3 on x1 and x2. So there are three regression line. Here we have a two regression line, x on y, y on x. Here we have a three regression line, and form of this is like this: x1 equal to a plus bx2, but instead of writing b, you can write b12.3, and here bx3, but instead of b, you can write 13.2. So can you tell me what is the x2 on x1 and x3? It is like x2 equal to a plus b, this 2 1.3 x1 plus b 2 3.1 x3. So this is another form of regression line, but it is x2 on x1 and x3. Can you tell me what is the form of x3 on x1 and x2? Any of you? x3 equal to, yes please,
A plus B,
hmm
3, 3,
3
3,
1
1.2 plus
x1
B, 3, 2.x3,
1 x2
x2.
x2. Now the question is how to calculate b12.3. So there is a formula to calculate b12.3. There is a formula to calculate b13.2. There is a formula. They are known as what? Partial regression coefficient. All are partial regression coefficients. But we know that before studying regression, we require to study correlation, because we know that correlation answer, if there is a high degree of relation among this, then and then whatever we estimate, that is true. So we require concept of multiple partial correlation. So let us discuss first of all concept of multiple and partial correlation. Now what is the difference between multiple and partial correlation? Multiple correlation means relation of one variable with respect to all other variables. Relation of one variable with respect to all other variables, and it is denoted by capital R. And partial correlation, it is the relation between two variables assuming remaining all variables are constant, and it is denoted by small r. So multiple correlation is capital R and partial correlation is denoted by small r. But listen, R, that is multiple correlation. Once again, multiple correlation means what? It is the relation of one with remaining all. So it is denoted by 1 with remaining all, means here we have a three variables only. So 1 with 2 3, or you can write 1 with 3 2, they are saying. Then 2 with 1 and 3, or 2 with 3 and 1, it's same. And R 3 with 1 2, or R 3 with 2 1, it's same. This is multiple. Now what is the symbol of partial? So partial correlation is what? Relation between two keeping remaining all constant. So it is relation between 1 and 2. Relation between 1 and 2 keeping third constant. Only three variables are there, so keeping third constant. Or you can say that relation between 1 and 2 instead of that 2 and 1 and keeping 3 constant, it's same thing. So relation between 1 and 3 keeping 2 constant, or relation between 3 and 1 keeping 2 constant, it's same thing. Or relation between 2 and 3 keeping 1 constant, or 3 and 2 keeping 1 constant. So this is the symbol. Now the question is how to calculate. If you want to calculate R12.3 or R21.3, how to calculate? Means partial correlation. Partial correlation. Variable and 2 keeping variable 3 constant. Variable 3 constant. Keeping variable 3 constant. So now the question is how to calculate this R12.3. How to calculate? So see, you have to use the formula that you have to learn. R12 minus R1323. R13 upon in root 1 minus R13 square and 1 minus R23 square. This is the formula, and it's same. R21.3, it is same. But now the question is, what is R12? R12, that is nothing but correlation between 1 and 2, like simple correlation between x and y. So correlation coefficient between x1 and x2. There are two variables, x1 and x2, and taking x1 and x2 as 1 and 2. So correlation between 1 and 2. So what is R13? Correlation coefficient of x1 and x3, and R12 is same as R21. R13 is same as R31, and R23, that is correlation between second and third, and third and second, it's same thing. So this is the formula of R12.3. Now if you want to find out R23.1, then what is the formula? See how to learn the formula. R23.1. So first of all you have to write minus R 2 with 1, 3 with 1. So 2, 1, 3, 1 upon this 2, last 2. You have to write like this: 1 minus R21 square in root 1 minus R31 square. This is the formula. So, and this is same as what? R32.1. So can you tell me how to write R13.2? What is the formula of R13.2?
R13 minus R12 R32
Correct.
upon under root minus
R1
R12
minus R this 1 2 square
12 square
and 1 minus R32 square. Okay. Now once again, just tell me what is the formula of 31.2? Yes.
R332
3-1.
minus
First of all, 3-1.
R31 minus R132
3, 2, then R?
1, 2.
Correct. Now listen, we know that R13 is same as R31. Then R12 is same as R21. R32 is same as R32. Upon, yes, root 1 minus R32 square and 1 minus R12 square. So it's same formula. So we have a same formula, that is why R13.2 is same as what? R31.2. Or you can say that R31.2 is same as what? R13.2. Now the question is how to calculate. This is partial correlation. Now the question is how to calculate R1.23. So there is a formula, capital R1.23. So it is what? Multiple correlation coefficient of x1 on x2 and x3. x1 on x2 and x3, which is same as R1.32. It is multiple correlation coefficient of x1 on x3 and x2. And there is a formula of R1.23. See the formula. How to learn the formula? See, root R12 square plus R13 square minus 2 times R12, R13, R23, means 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, all three, upon 1 minus R23 square. This is the formula of R1.23. So now can you tell me what is the formula? Oh, and it is same as what? R1.32. Now tell me what is the formula of R2.13? See, root of, first of all you have to write 2 1 square, R21 square plus 2 3 square minus 2 times same thing, 1 1 3 2 3 upon 1 minus R last 2 1 3 square. Okay, so now tell me the formula of R3.12. Yes, please.
R31 square
Correct.
plus R32 square
Correct. Minus
minus
2 times
3
1
2
2
times
1 3 2 3. It's same. Upon. Now tell me.
R1 minus R12 square.
Correct. So now let us discuss few examples. Question number 10. In a 3 variable multiple correlation, find R1.23. And you have to give an R12, R13 and R23. We have to calculate R1.23. Question number 10. We have R12.5, R13.7 and R23.6. And what we have to calculate? R1.23. R1.23. So you require to learn the formula only to get the answer. Root of, yes. Now please once again tell me the formula. Tell me the formula. R12 square plus R13 square minus 2 times R12 1323 upon 1 minus last 2 23 R23 square. Now put all values, you will get the answer. What is R12? 0.5. 0.5 square 0.25. R13 0.7. 0.7 square 0.49 minus 2 into multiplication of all three. So 2 into 0.5 into 0.7 into 0.6. So 0.42 upon 1 minus R23. R23 is what? 0.6. 0.6 square is 0.36. So just do the calculation. So 0.25 plus 0.49 minus 0.42, 0.32. And what is this? 0.64. So 0.32 divided by 0.64, that is 0.5. So root of 0.5. So let us take its square root. So 0.7071, that is the answer. 0.7071. So this is the answer for question number 10. There is some mistake in the formula. See, the formula is same, R12 square plus R13 square minus 2 times R12 1323 upon 1 minus R23 square. There is no correction in formula. Let us calculate once again. R12.5, 13.7, 23.6. So 0.25. So this is the correct answer. Let us verify once again by taking another example. R12, 0.7, 23 and 31 is same 0.6, and if we want to calculate this R1.23, it's almost same, only the figures is different. R12.7 R23 and 31 both are 0.6. R23 0.6 and R13 is also 0.6. 23 and 31 or 13, it's same thing. And you have to calculate R, capital R 1.23. R1.23. So use the same formula. R12 square plus R13 square minus 2 times 121323 upon 1 minus R23 square. Let us check by using this formula. 0.7 square is 0.49, 0.6 square is 0.36. Okay, I require to multiply it by 2. Let us verify once again this calculation. No, it's true. Okay, it's true. Okay, now 2 times. So 2 into 0.7 into 0.6 into 0.6. So 0.504 upon 1 minus 2, 3 is 0.6, 0.6 is 0.6 square is 0.36. So let us do the calculation. The value of numerator 0.49 plus 0.36 minus 0.504. So 0.346 upon 0.64. Let us divide by 0.64. So 0.54, 0.540625, and let us take its root. So 0.735. Let us verify the answer. Given answer 0.735. That is correct answer. 0.735. That is correct answer. So there is a mistake in the answer here only. So don't worry. Our answer is correct answer. For question number 10, answer should be 0.7071. 0.7071. This is the correct answer. Let us do one more question. Let us take 5 minutes more. R12 is given, R13 is given, R23 is given, and we have to calculate R12.3. R12.3. Question number 11. R12.9, R13.8, and R23.6. And we have to calculate R12.3. Now this is small R12.3. So you have to use different formula. The formula is R12 minus R1323 upon root 1 minus R13 square, this, and 1 minus R23 square. This is the formula. Now put all values. R12 is 0.9 minus multiplication of this two, 0.8 into 0.6 is 0.48 upon 1 minus 13, 0.8 square is 0.64, and 1 minus 23 is 0.36 square is, sorry, 0.6 square is 0.36. So what do we get here? Here we get 0.90, so 32, sorry, 42. 0.42. This is 1 minus 0.64 is 0.36, 0.36 root is 0.6, and 1 minus 0.36 is 0.64 and its root 0.8. So 0.42 divided by 0.48. So 0.42 divided by 0.48, 0.42 divided by 0.48, 0.875. So 0.875. Let us check the answer for question number 11. Yes, it is true. 0.875. In that way, you can calculate this. Now, this is your homework, question number 12. But don't do this part. By using this R12, R23, and R13, calculate this two only. That is your homework. And same thing, you can calculate all these three by given information. So this is all your homework. Same thing, you can calculate all these three by using this information. So this is enough for today. We will continue in our next lecture. If you have any doubt, you can ask your doubt.